Hey, yo, Amber Heard, you ain't shit.
Gracias por ver la esquina de Jody. Thank you for watching Jody's Corner.
YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. Amber Heard came to the stand this morning on day 23 of the trial, and they brought her up, and then cross-examination hit, and Camille had another chance to sink her teeth into Amber. I believe that Camille didn't do a fantastic job the first time she hit up Amber Heard with the business, but that's neither here nor there, because now it looks like she understood herself that she could have did a lot better, and a lot better she did do. Amber Heard took the stand and some crazy stuff happened. Amber caught in her lies. Camille put her in the corner and really just sat up there and clawed the shit out of her. Let's take a listen to some of the stuff here. I have a couple of things here, highlights. They're going to give you a picture of what happened today in court. Amber Heard exposed. Let's go ahead and get to the first bit where she's talking about a light fixture that was broke, about Johnny trashing the place, and then Camille's going to come and go on the offensive.
Perjury? I'm not accusing anyone. I just don't recognize that man involved.
So you're accusing Mr. Knight of testifying and committing perjury?
I'm not accusing anyone. I just don't recognize that man.
You heard Mr. Knight testify that it was actually you who was upset with Mr. Depp spending time away from him. Isn't that correct?
How would he know? He wasn't there.
You heard Mr. Knight testify that it was actually you who was yelling at Mr. Depp.
Again, I've heard a lot of people say a lot of things to be involved in the Johnny Depp show, but he wasn't there.
Johnny Depp
He
show.
doesn't know. And he certainly doesn't know what happened behind closed doors, like most people.
So you're calling Mr. Knight a liar?
I am saying he wasn't there.
Yes, you are.
And what he testified to doesn't match what I know happened. But I don't fault him. He wasn't there, so how would he know?
He testified he was there, Ms. Heard. Did you hear that?
That's his testimony, yes.
So you're calling him a liar?
I'm just saying he wasn't there.
You heard Mr. Knight testify that the trailer wasn't trashed, and that's why you're calling him a liar.
He testified that a light fixture was broken, similar to the way that
yes,
Johnny's
other than a light
employees
fixture,
testified
that was the only
to my
thing that was
closet
broken,
being
right?
rearranged
Ms. Heard,
and things
Ms.
like
Heard,
that.
The only thing that was broken in the trailer, according to Mr. Knight, was a light fixture. Yes or no?
I realized that he summed it up by saying a light fixture was broken, just the way his security guard summed up him trashing my closet.
You see, this is an issue for me personally because I feel like this is Camille's weakness. Camille allows Amber to spin narrative after she gives yes or no questions. Yes or no. Amber will sit up here and give you two paragraphs, looking at the jury, spinning it. And Camille is sitting there letting her do it. Now, I admit, Camille did act more aggressively to try to stifle Amber from letting her do it. But the fact of the matter is, even though Camille is matching savage with savage, Amber Heard's savagery is on another level, straight from the pits of Gehenna, spawned from Satan himself. Camille had no chance, but she still got the facts through.
As being rearranged.
Your Honor, I'm going to move to strike everything after he summed it up, that it was a light fixture.
She's trying to get stuff removed from strike, but I think it was overruled. Then we heard about TMZ. She gets pressed about the TMZ stuff, about yesterday's testimony, how TMZ basically said we had a call. We knew where she was going to be, how she was going to be, no makeup, what side of the face. We knew to come down there and take a picture because Amber basically tipped us off. It's basically what was said. But let's take a look at Camille cross-examining her on that situation too.
You must have also heard Mr. Tremaine testify that the version of the cabinet video that TMZ received was incomplete compared to the video the jury saw in this trial. Did you hear that?
The video that that you have seen is complete.
Right. But the one TMZ got the day before your deposition in the divorce was incomplete.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
He testified that at the beginning portion of the video where you set up the camera, that wasn't included in the video that TMZ received.
I don't know what video TMZ received.
I'm talking about Mr. Tremaine's testimony, Ms. Heard. Let's just
So you're
focus on
asking me
Mr.
to
Tremaine.
repeat his testimony?
No, I'm asking you if you recall hearing him say those words to this jury.
Yes, I heard his testimony. We all did.
And he testified that the end of the video where you can be seen smirking. I know you testified earlier that you haven't been smirking in this trial, but you sure were caught on camera smirking in that video.
I disagree with that.
Was also not included in the TMZ video.
Everyone can watch that video and you can determine whether you think it's funny to me or not.
That's because the video came from you, right, Mr.
No, it did not.
You
That
edited
video
out
did
the
not
portions.
come to me. I mean, come from me.
Go for it, Camille. Go,
You
girl.
edited out the portions that
Yeah.
made you look bad
Yeah.
before sending it to TMC.
Yeah.
You're very wrong about that.
So
If
that
I
only
wanted to
means
leak
that
information, I
looked
could have
bad.
done it in a more effective way, a lot sooner and a lot more.
Because you
I
knew
was
exactly
living
how to
with
do
a
that,
mountain
right?
of this evidence. If I wanted to leak it, I could have done a lot more with it.
If I wanted to leak it, I could have done a lot more with it. She got her. Amber testified previously that she doesn't know how to leak anything. And Camille's going to remember being sharp and she's going to press her. Check this. Amber says, I don't know how to leak it. I could have did better. Let's listen to it again.
Because you
I
knew
was
exactly
living
how to
with
do
a
that,
mountain
right?
of this evidence. If I wanted to leak it, I could have done a lot more with it.
I thought you testified earlier in this trial that you didn't know how to leak things.
I
Remember
don't.
that? You edited that video before you gave it to TMZ.
I'm sorry. I don't know. If I wanted to leak something, I could have done it way better. But I thought you don't know how to leak things. I don't. Bruh.
Leak it, I could have done a lot more with it.
Because you
I
knew
was
exactly
living
how to
with
do
a
that,
mountain
right?
of this evidence. If I wanted to leak it, I could have done a lot more with it.
I thought you testified earlier in this trial that you didn't know how to leak things.
I
Remember
don't.
that? Right.
The audacity from this bitch is incredible. And I call her a bitch because that's what she is. She's acting like a straight savage, evil. She is a savage, evil, manipulative bitch. That's just my opinion on the matter based on her actions. Moving on right along. This is not it. There's more to it. There's a scene where in this trial, a scene where the apartment, Camille's going to catch her using fake evidence, going to catch her using one picture for one domestic violence accusation and the same picture for another date months later for another situation. This shit is gold. Listen to this. Check this shit out. You can't make this shit up.
Upstairs was the closet. Mezzanine office was in between.
All right, so it's your testimony that Defendant's Exhibit 512 reflects damage to the penthouse 5, that occurred during the December 15th, 2015 incident.
Hear that. You're saying this picture was from December 15th, 2015. December 2015.
Right?
I'm just not sure from which incident this is a picture of, since I'm only looking at
Even
a
though your
partial
counsel
floor.
was asking you questions about December 15th, 2015, and then admitted this picture into evidence
Again,
in relation to that incident.
Sorry, go ahead.
In relation to that incident on December 15th, 2015. This exhibit, Defendant's Exhibit, you are the defendant, number 512, was admitted into evidence in this court. You testified that this was the result of damage that occurred on December 15th, 2015. Yes or no?
I just need to orient myself because I'm just looking at a picture of a partial
No,
picture of a
Ms. Hurd,
floor,
you didn't just
so
look
I
at a
can't.
picture. You looked at your testimony.
You pointed me towards the page and then asked me a question. I haven't actually reviewed it. I don't know if this was submitted in relation to that incident.
Let's actually leave up Defendant's 512 and please pull up Defendant's Exhibit 725.
Here's where you're going to get another instance, a different date that Amber and her team claimed Johnny did some abuse to her. But you're going to notice something very similar with the picture that was put into evidence for this date months later. Check this shit out.
Which is already in evidence.
Thank you.
In redacted form, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You can publish.
Just side by side. You've seen this photograph as well, right?
I have.
You see what I see? You see that? Wine spilt the lines. Wine spilt the lines. Dirty mark soil here right next to it. A dirty mark soil. Zoomed out because it has the bottle here. Zoomed in, no bottle. But the bottle should be like right over here. Nigga, that's the same picture. Bitch got caught in 4K. She submitted the same picture twice and she forgot. Because when you lie, you just skim through your phone and say, oh yeah, we'll use that. Oh, you'll use that. She used the same picture for 2 different dates Caught.
On the third day of your direct testimony, you testified that this photograph reflected spilled wine in Penthouse 5 on May 21st, 2016, didn't you?
Again, I don't know because I'm looking at a partial picture of a floor. So unless you remove the metadata you've covered up, we could then tell. If you
I didn't cover it up, Your Honor.
Could we unredact
Your Honor
them so we could get context?
That's how it's in evidence.
That's how
All
it's in
right.
evidence.
Next question.
Well, the metadata next to it is so that
Ms.
to
Hurd,
avoid this
Ms.
sort of
Hurd,
confusion.
there is no question pending, and I would appreciate it if you wouldn't be making argument to the jury.
Sorry, I
It's
thought you had
inappropriate.
asked me about it.
No, I didn't ask you about anything. Let's look at your direct testimony from the third day. May I approach?
Yes, ma'am.
She's about to approach and show her that testimony.
And do you see that your testimony is reflected about May 21, 2015?
Yes.
That follows? Okay.
Yes.
Now let's turn to page 4804 at line 14 through 4805, line 4. Line 4 at 48. Do you see that you're testifying that defendant's exhibit 725, which is reflected on the right side, reflects spilled wine on the floor in Penthouse 5?
That's correct.
Okay, and defendant's exhibit 512 and 725 seem to be different versions of the same picture, don't they?
That's correct.
Okay, so which is it? Which one was taken on December 15th, 2015, or May 21st, 2016?
If you remove the redacted metadata, you can find out.
Bitches ain't shit.
It's right there.
Or if you're telling the truth, you would know.
Recognize a portion of of spilled wine on a floor, and I'm supposed to know off the top of my head when you've
No.
lived through 5 years of
Yeah.
this stuff? I don't think so. That's not how that works.
Okay. Thank you, Tom.
Holy crap.
Ms. Hurd,
Ladies
at
and
the beginning
gentlemen.
of your cross...
Ladies and bro, there's nothing to be said here. This here, Johnny won. False evidence, lies in evidence. But even if that wasn't enough for you, the closing from Camille pretty much put a bow on this shit pile that is Amber Heard. Check this shit
When you
out.
told this jury under oath that you had no idea that the paparazzi would be at the courthouse on May 27th, 2016, you didn't expect a TMZ employee to show up to testify that TMZ had been alerted that you would be at the courthouse and knew exactly which side of your face to take a picture of, did you?
I know how many people will come out and say whatever for him. That's his power. That's why I wrote the op-ed. I was speaking to that phenomenon. How many people will come out in support of him and will fall to his power? He is a very powerful man, and people love currying favor with powerful men.
Currying
and I know
favor
that
and
firsthand. I've
risking
lived
jail
it.
time for committing perjury?
Excuse me? I didn't hear your
You
question.
didn't hear
Excuse
my
me?
question?
Ms. Vasquez, if you do mind,
Curry-
please just repeat the question. I didn't hear you.
Curry favor and commit perjury in this courtroom?
I have
For a
seen people
powerful
do this.
man?
I have seen people do this time and time again. That's why I wrote the op-ed.
You didn't expect Ben King, the house manager in Australia, to show up from England. He flew from England to testify that Mr. Depp's fingertip was found exactly where he said it would be. Did you?
I have never heard Johnny testify to knowing where his finger was, or really, frankly, making a claim that he knew where it was when it was found. I've never heard Johnny claim that.
You didn't expect
Johnny
Keenan
doesn't-
Wyatt.
Johnny has never
Ms.
actually
Hurd.
said that.
Ms. Hurd.
And
I think the
Ben
jury
King,
can.
yes.
Ms. Hurd, there's no question pending. You didn't expect Keenan Wyatt, Mr. Depp's longtime sound technician, to show up and testify that Mr. Depp is not being fed lines through his earpieces, but instead music, did you?
Not that it matters much, but of course I did. I know how his employees treat him.
So you
I know how
probably-
his team treats him. Of course I expected that.
Okay, so you probably expected Isaac Baruch to come and testify for Mr. Depp, right?
I'm not sure I thought about that.
Yeah. But you didn't expect Mr. Baruch to weep for Mr. Depp after what you've put him through and so many others with your lies.
I
did you?
relate to Isaac because he and I are
There's
the
no
only
further
ones who
questions, Your
cried
Honor.
on this stand.
Nothing.
Ooh, there's no further questions, Your Honor. I'm done with this bitch. Toast. Ladies and gentlemen, bro, justice for Johnny, bro. Day 23, a day which will live in infamy, where the Me Too movement has taken a blow so seriously that we will all rise in support of one Johnny Depp, so that future generations may live in harmony from tyrants such as this one. I'm Jody Joe. Have a great day. Justice for Johnny.